My entire adult life, for about the last 23 years, I have been treating human patients as a medical professional. One of those that experience has really kind of guided my thoughts here. I also have served time on a school board and dealt with this exact topic as a school board member. I also teach. I've been teaching for over a decade at the collegiate level in biology. I have taught reproductive health. I've been down this road for years. The clinical breast exam comments that we heard are the reason that it's no longer being taught in some areas or being done professionally is because there's good studies out there now that show that self-breast exams and clinical breast exams are just as good as nothing. The reason is that they detect benign lumps that result in increased treatments and biopsies and unnecessary medical procedures and increased cost. And really, it's the mammogram that you want to get. But that's a different subject. Where I'm getting with this is having taught biology, having taught reproductive health, sexually explicit images, objects are not required. There are ways to teach reproductive health without needing to introduce pornographic or sexually explicit materials. When I was on the school board, we do have a review that parents are allowed to come in, at least at the school district that I was on, where they can come in, they can review some of the materials. And that is the approved material that comes down from OSPI that is adopted by the school board and the parents during the curriculum adoption process. The problem is not necessarily just that material. The problem, where a lot of the concerns are coming from that we're hearing about today, are the supplementary materials. Just days after one of my own children went into a health class for reproductive health, I started getting notifications from other parents about some of the supplementary materials that are brought in. There's no reason that a sex toy needs to be introduced into a middle school environment. This happens. This is not part of the approved curriculum. These are the supplemental materials. Parents, if this is going to happen, have a minimum right to know and have the option to opt out. It's not necessary to do this, and if it's going to happen, parents need to know about it. I urge your adoption.